What's up, guys? It's manga time once again with Bleach 546, the last 9 days. Wow, okay. This chapter is it's absolutely brilliant. You know, it's a fantastic setup chapter. But unfortunately, I feel it's a setup chapter to what is going to be the end of the beach. Yeah, that's really quite a shock to the system. I've been reading Bleach now since the Noitra Kenpachi fight. And so if this really is the grand finale now, I really thought this arc was going to be longer. I mean, admittedly, the final battle could last ages. The one with Aizen lasted about 100 chapters. I expect this one to last longer. But yeah, wow. It's a bit surreal at the moment. Definitely a bit surreal. Yeah. So anyway, just to get on with the chapter. This is a very good chapter. We need to not dwell on the fact that the series is about to end, basically. Where it continues with Shunsui talking to Ichigo's friends, and he basically comes out and says what everyone's been thinking. You know, that when Ichigo comes back from the royal realm, if he has such a power, he may not be able to return to the human world ever again, and the Soul Society just won't let it, because he might destroy it. Now, this is interesting. Does it mean they're no longer placing the limiter on him through the substitute Shinigami badge, or is it just not going to work anymore? Because obviously Ginjo said that, you know, they're placing a reactor limiter on you, blah blah blah. So, is that they're not doing that, or it just will break? Also, it's interesting because you still get the whole vibe that Soul Society are kind of shady, like with Shunsui kind of just delivering this rather menacing news. And it's interesting because you get fairly good development for Keigo. Mizuuro is the same as ever. He's like kind of analytical, you know, kind of not looking for a loophole, but he's just sort of quite calm about it. Whereas Keigo rages out for like the first time really ever. You know, he actually rages out and almost attacks Shunsui, basically. It's kind of weird. Tatsuki remains completely silent during this whole kind of back and forth. But then Shunsui produces these soul tickets. I really like this bit. And basically, Keigo, Tatsuki, and Mizuuro can go to the Soul Society whenever they want if Ichigo can't come back. So that was really nice. And it also shows how much the Soul Society has changed. Because while Shunsui starts by delivering this sinister news, we'll lock Ichigo up forever if it has to be like that. Lock him up in Soul Society anyway. He then comes out and basically says you can come visit him whenever you want. You know, if that happens, you know, have a free pass to Soul Society. So, you know, while they're still not afraid to do bad things to stop even worse things happening, they seem to, you know, they at least kind of care a bit more now, because like Shunsui said, if it happens, I kind of felt, you know, Ichigo's friends should be told, or something like that. And he has already spoken to Ichigo's, well, not necessarily spoken to Ichigo's family, but he's given them soul tickets, so whether he's seen Ichigo or not is kind of up in the air. We then get to a kind of, I don't want to say pointless part of the chapter, but it's all very much in the whole setup. We can go back to Huecamundo and these Neagle ruins. And basically Orihime is just sitting there. Chad says, "Are you tired? We've been going a long time," or something like that, which is kind of weird, actually, now I think about it. But no, he doesn't say that. He says something like, "We've been working hard." I don't know what the hell they're doing. I have absolutely no idea what they're doing. But you don't really learn anything in this. It's just Orihime. It's just typical pre-war talk. Pre-war foreshadowing. Orihime is like, this is kind of peaceful. I know we're training. Oh, they're training, right? Yeah, they're training. I don't know why they're training in these ruins. I don't know why we didn't get to see any of the other figures that are there. That was really annoying. But yeah, she basically like, why can't it be in this transition phase forever? Kind of echoing what Ukitake said back before the Arankar War. Why can't this fleeting peace last a bit longer, or something like that? And she's like, why do wars have to start? Why can't we always be in this period of peace and helping each other before a war? So they are helping the Arankar do something. Maybe they're just training each other, but we still don't see any Arankar, which is a big disappointment. But, you know, for what happens next, it definitely makes up for it. So then go back to the Soul Society, and the Shakonmaku starts turning black. And I thought, when I first thought this, I thought they were doing the whole, in the last Harry Potter film, when they bring up the big shield. I thought they were doing that. I thought they were turning the Shakonmaku into a huge shield in preparation for the final battle. But actually, it couldn't get much worse for Soul Society, as somehow they're replacing the Soul Society with the Ice Palace. Yeah, that's epic. Talk about an awesome invasion. I mean, literally, the Ice Palace seems to, like the Schattenbereich, the shadows, they just appear. They like come through every window of the Soul Society, and they somehow turn the Soul Society into the Ice Palace, and then they leave all the Shinigami there. And so obviously the Shinigami are like, whoa, what's this landscape? How are we gonna fight here? And I love when we get a better look at the Ice Palace that it has like a European motif almost, like they've got some fancy looking Prague-style clock tower, and it looks awesome. I wish we got a better look at it, in fact. But this lends itself to some really kind of wacky theories. Like, what is the Ice Palace? Was it in Soul Society's shadow the whole time? Is Soul Society and the Ice Palace one and the same? You have to remember also that Shinigami and Quincy are officially opposites, so does this mean that the Ice Palace is the Quincy version of Soul Society? Basically, Bark says, you remember the song, the Kaiser Garang, he calls it, the Kaiser Garang, where it's the whole 999 years to come back to life and get everything song. But he also says that in 9 days he will reclaim his world. So, this is interesting, because is he implying the Soul Society is his world, or the Ice Palace, and now that all the Shinigami are there, he's going to kill them and get his world? I don't really know. Admittedly, it's just a fancy way of saying we're going to take over the world, but it's awesome nonetheless. And the whole chapter ends with Bark saying, "Let's go." It's the last. The world will end in 9 days, and Uryu and Hashwolf are there, and they lead the attack. And Akon is like, what the hell is going on? The Soul Society's vanished. Now, this is interesting if I just bring up the chapter real quick. Because this is the big final battle. Okay, I didn't expect it to come so soon. And I will admit there is a twinge of disappointment. I really thought this arc was going to be longer than that. So, unless the final battle lasts like a good 200 chapters, this is not going to be longer than the Arankar arc. And considering Kubo said it was, that's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. So, yeah, from the picture that I'm looking at, the Shakonmaku definitely seems to cover the entire of Seirei at least, because obviously the wall comes down, which means Rukon is outside of the Ice Palace. What does that mean? Well, it kind of means that the Fullbringers and Kukaku are still outside. It also means that Shunsui is still outside. Talk about a bad time to go to the human world. This could, of course, be Bark acting on impulse again, and like attacking when the Captain Commander is out, when Ichigo's out, because I presume they've sealed off the Royal Realm as well, since it's way up in the sky. But it's going to be very interesting. But it was a very epic entrance. Like, you can just imagine the Ice Palace appearing in Soul Society, replacing Soul Society, and Bark, Uryu, and Hashwolf just on top of the actual palace, looking down, and just like, let's do this, it's time to fight. I literally cannot wait for this to go on. And unfortunately, that's where one of the biggest problems comes in. We've got a lot of waiting on our hands, people. I'm hearing from anywhere between 5 to 7 weeks of hiatus coming up. Oh man, may as well just kill myself now. No, I'm joking, obviously, because we've got an epic final battle coming up, and I cannot wait. But we've got to wait a long time. Kubo says he wants to properly write this. So yeah, I must say I put my faith in him. I'm hugely disappointed that we have to wait this long. But apparently we might be getting small omakes during the break. You remember in the 3-week break before this arc began, we got the repeat and reboot omakes. Where apparently we might be getting something similar to that. Although honestly, I wouldn't hold your breath just in case it doesn't happen. No word on an anime return. That was another big point that people were talking about. So yeah, none of that. So yeah, the fact that we have to wait is a real big shame. But honestly, if the final battle is absolutely spectacular, then it'll be worth waiting for. Talking about the final battle, oh yeah, and the series will return on the 4th of September. So yeah, but interesting to point out that September is the 9th month, and Bark is talking about all this 9 symbolism. So that's kind of cool, I suppose. But at least it's during my holiday still, so I won't have gone back to university yet. But yeah, so basically, about this final battle, there's a bit we can talk about. If the fight really lasts for 9 days, then it's going to be a very different war to the Arrancar War. It's going to be a proper battle. There's going to be, like, intervals during the fighting, you know, where eventually they have to stop and, like, take a break, as it were. We'll probably see the not day-to-day lives, but hourly lives of these Shinigami and the captains who are in battle. The kind of the Shomita as well, I should hope. Anyway, maybe they'll set up like camps. It's going to be a proper war, I think. I really hope it's a proper war with like a no man's land in the middle for 9 days. If this is the finale of Bleach, it's got to be. If Ichigo really is sealed away, I can imagine him and the Royal Guard making some epic entrance. Possibly not. It can't be too far away because, because possibly making an entrance. I want to say halfway through, but that's still going to be quite a while. Obviously, it depends on how long the battle is. Interestingly, though, of course, is the fact that we didn't get to see a lot of the Shutara and Ichibei training. So whether we're still going to continue with that or not, I don't know. Whether Kubo's just going to let it happen off screen. I'm excited though. How the hell Shinsui's going to get? Unless you can just return as normal and he'll just be in the Ice Palace instead. And where the hell is Soul Society gone? I presume Soul Society has gone to where the Ice Palace was. How have they done it? I don't know. Apparently, when we get back in September, that arc is going to be called the Separation Story. So I presume it's going to be talking about what happened between the Shinigami and the Quincy. Maybe they were one to start with. I don't know about that because the Quincy are human, but perhaps the Soul Society and the Ice Palace were one, and then somehow they separated, and now they're one again. Maybe I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on, but it was really epic. Like panels of the week, there are loads of them. The panel where the Shakonmaku is turning black. The panel, I really like the panel where you actually see Soul Society being replaced by the Ice Palace. I think it looks awesome. What was the other one? Oh man, I can't remember. I thought like Keigo was really great. Nothing panel of the week worthy, although Shunsui did look awesome in some of them. Just the way he was, drawn, shadowy, just looked fantastic. But yeah, really awesome setup, and you can just imagine some kind of pounding, epic music in the background as the Soul Society is slowly being swallowed up by the Ice Palace in preparation for this epic final battle. So, yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, Byakuya's okay again in the last chapter, but he's still in the Royal Realm. Whether the Fullbringers and Kukaku are still outside or not, I think it's still up in the air. The same can be said for people like Komamura, who we last saw in the cave. Now, it'd be very, very interesting if they had managed to capture the Soul Society without any like captains or anyone present in the vicinity. Because obviously Soifon's up on the mountain, Hisagi's training Kensei in some... Kensei's training Hisagi in some remote forest. I think Rose is still in the Soul Society. Obviously Unohana and Kenpachi are kind of unaccounted for right now. Toshiro's still in the Soul Society. God, Miyuri's still in the Soul Society. Okitake's still there as well. So, I don't know. I think Soul Society is going to get absolutely stomped to start with, at least. Absolutely stomped. Because they've been caught completely off guard again, which I really didn't think was going to happen. I hoped it would happen, so I'm glad it has, but I really didn't think it was. I think we're in for an absolute show. I think it's going to be amazing. There's going to be Bankais everywhere. Although, interestingly, they haven't found a way to stop the medallion yet. although that's kind of what Urahara's doing, I think. So yeah, very interested, very excited. Cannot wait for the return in September. Why does it have to be so long? It better be worth the wait. It will be worth the wait. I am very excited. So yeah, I'm not going to do a comment of the week because you basically all kind of said the same thing, and you all got it right as well, in that Ichigo's not going to be able to return to the human world. Admittedly, some of you said different things. Is he going to become a royal guard? Is he going to become a spirit king? Doesn't look like it's being set up to be that way. It looks like it's literally just he's going to become too powerful for the human world to be able to sustain him. And I suppose they can't put a limiter on him. However, it's nice that the friends have got soul tickets. I reckon they are going to join. They are going to return to the Soul Society during the fight. I really think they're going to want to try and help. Admittedly, I don't know what they'll be able to do. Kua's bound to find a way for them to get involved. Ishin will probably return via the soul ticket as well. Oh man. Oh, 6 weeks or whatever. God, it wouldn't be so bad if the anime was back. But anyway, that's it for my review, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and what part of this war are you looking forward to the most? Are you looking forward to seeing the Sturmiter in action, some Bankai? Are you looking forward to it possibly being like a, well, as opposed to the Irankar War, an actual war where they have like little internment camps and actual intervals, and it lasting over 9 days, and you see like proper life during war? I think that would be awesome, personally. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're really looking forward to. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. But other than that, guys, I'll see you for a Bleach review when it eventually returns. I might do some videos as far as other mangas go during that time. Probably will, because I'm not like I'm going to have anything else to do. So yeah, see you later, guys. Oh, and actually no, maybe depending on what we get over the 2 weeks, I'll review that as it's coming along. Yeah, I'll probably do that. So unless it's stuff we already know, but I hope it's not, because that'd suck. So yeah. Anyway then, guys, that's me signing out. 10 out of 10 I'm dropping on this chapter. Brilliant setup chapter. Hugely disappointed, of course, the fact that we've got such a long wait. But, you know, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it, guys. You know, stay with me, alright? It's going to be worth it. We've got a final battle to look forward to. See you later, guys.